Magic ring. Hold yarn with pinky and ring finger of left hand. Wrap yarn over index finger. Form a loop around middle finger. Press the cross point with your thumb. Insert hook into this loop. Pull the yarn through. Twist to make one loop. Foundation loop done. Place hook in front of yarn. Yarn over from bottom to top. Pull through the loop. One chain stitch completed. This is the turning chain for single crochet. It does not count as a stitch. You may take the loop off your finger. Hold it with your hand. Work the first round into this ring. Make 6 single crochet stitches. Demonstration of single crochet. Insert hook into the ring. Yarn over from bottom to top. Pull yarn through and lift up. 2 loops remain on hook. Yarn over hook. Pull through both loops. 1 single crochet finished. Find the upper V-shaped stitch. Place a stitch marker here. This is the first stitch of the round. Demonstrate single crochet once more. Insert hook into ring. Yarn over and pull through. 2 loops are on the hook. Yarn over. Pull through both loops. Second single crochet done. Repeat until you have 6 single crochet stitches. Third stitch. Fourth stitch. Fifth stitch. Sixth stitch. 6th single crochet completed. Place another stitch marker here. Pull the starting yarn tail. Tighten the center ring. This finishes the first round. Make a slip stitch to join to the first stitch. For a slip stitch, insert your hook into the first stitch space where you place the stitch marker. Yarn over and pull yarn through. 2 loops sit on the hook. Draw the left side loop through the right side loop. Slip stitch does not count as a stitch. Pull this stitch tight between first and last stitch. No extra stitches will form, so you will not miscount. This is how round 1 looks. For round 2, first, slip stitch into the first stitch. This slip stitch counts as a stitch. Do not pull it fully tight. Keep its V shape visible. Then make 9 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 chain stitches are done. Return to the first stitch. Make another slip stitch inside it. This also counts as 1 stitch. Again, do not pull it tight. Remove your stitch marker now. Inside 1 stitch space. Between 2 slip stitches, sit 9 chain stitches for 1 motif. You need to make 6 motifs total. Let us demonstrate another set. Slip stitch into the second stitch space. Do not tighten. It counts as stitch. Work 9 chain stitches. Nine chain stitches completed. Go back to the second stitch. Make 1 more slip stitch. The second motif is finished. Finish remaining motifs this way. One important note: always slip stitch before next motif. This step is easy to skip. Round 2 looks like this when done. You will have 6 motifs, which makes 6 petals. Now work the third round. First slip stitch over 2. Slip stitch space of first motif. On this 9 chain loop, the chain loop we created, work 14 double crochet stitches. No turning chain needed here. Start double crochet directly. Yarn over your hook. Pass hook through big loop under chain. Yarn over, pull through and lift up. 3 loops sit on your hook. Yarn over hook. Pull through first 2 loops. 2 loops remain on hook. Yarn over hook again. Pull through the last 2 loops. 1 double crochet finished. Demonstrate once more. Yarn over hook. Insert hook under the chain loop. Yarn over and pull through. Lift up, 3 loops on hook. Yarn over. Pull first 2 loops. Yarn over, pull last 2 loops. Second double crochet done. Continue until you have 14 total. 14 double crochet stitches done. This completes the first petal motif. Repeat the same motif sequence. First slip stitch over to next motif. Onto its starting slip stitch space. Work 14 double crochet on next 9 chain loop. "14 double crochet stitches finished. Second motif is complete. Keep repeating this working pattern. Complete all 6 petal motifs. After finishing the 6th motif, make a joining slip stitch into the slip stitch space of first motif. Cut your working yarn. Pull yarn tail outward. Pull yarn tail to the fabric's backside. Now I will show you how to weave ends. Find nearby stitch spaces close to tail. Pick several stitch spaces. Pull yarn through with hook. This locks in the yarn tail. Trim off excess yarn tail. Pinch fabric gently with your hand. Pinch the adjacent petal edges. Pinch them toward each other. Smooth petals flat. Smooth petals flat. Use your index finger. Push center outward to round shape. Your flower now holds neat shape. Next, we sew on the flower center. Thread yarn tail onto tapestry needle. Use your reserved yarn tail. Wind yarn loosely around your palm. Wind it about 4 to 5 times. Leave 4 to 5 palm length yarn ready. Insert needle from back along 6 SC edge. Leave a small yarn tail behind. Tie a secure knot here. You can tie 2 knots for stronger secure fastening. Pull the knot all the way down. Flip the flower to front side. After flipping over, how to do French knot stitch. Hold yarn tail between left thumb and left index finger. Hold needle in your right hand. Stitch forward or backward. Keep direction consistent. Stick to one stitching direction. Wrap yarn around your needle. Do not leave too loose yarn length. Leave just a short working length. Wrap yarn around the needle shaft. First wrap. Second wrap. Third wrap. Fourth wrap. About 4 wraps work well. Hold wrapped yarn against fabric. Needle secures these wrapped loops. Insert needle very close to the hole where you first entered. Stitch point should sit very near. Push needle all the way through fabric. Pull needle carefully to backside. Hold wrapped loops down with finger. Stop loops from slipping off needle. When yarn almost pulls fully through, if front yarn length is quite long, gently pull the backside yarn loop. Notice these 2 separate loops. Tug the bottom loop slightly tighter. Tighten it moderately, then pull the main needle yarn. One French knot stitch is finished. Moving onward, find stitch space next to current knot. Bring needle up about 1 single crochet space away. Repeat previous working steps. Hold yarn tail with left hand. Grip tapestry needle in right hand. Wrap yarn around the needle shaft. 1, 2, 3, 4 wraps. Avoid leaving overly long front yarn. Keep knot size consistent each time. Insert needle beside the entry spot. Push through adjacent fabric position. Use thumb to hold wrapped loops. Hold loops so they will not slip. Pull needle through fabric slowly. If front yarn tail is too long, lightly tighten the backside yarn. Pull it just a small amount. Then pull yarn coming out from needle, which sits on fabric's backside. Pull to full firm tension. Second French knot stitch is done. Continue following this method. Keep stitching in circular pattern. Finish outer ring French knots first, then stitch inner ring knots. Total number of French knots. 7 to 10 knots should suffice. I have stitched approximately 9 French knots for this flower. At the end, go to fabric backside. Tie knot to lock threads in place. Trim away extra yarn tails. Hope to see your finished works.